And our next presenter is Dr. Emma George. Emma has a PhD from UNSW and is now in the School of Science and Health. And an intriguing title with two interesting parts, isn't it? Active breed, tackling men's health through Rugby League. Thank you. Please help join me in welcoming Emma George.
Thank you. So I actually got my PhD from Western Sydney Uni, so just clarifying that. That's okay, not a problem. I'm a big believer in the power of sport. Regardless of age, sex or ethnicity, sport breaks down barriers and it gives people something to believe in. Today I'm going to be sharing the story of Active Breed, a community-based program that's tackling men's health through Rugby League. Now, before I get too far into this presentation, I do need to declare a potential conflict of interest. I'm a Rabbitohs fan. This is not the Rabbitohs. I inherited this from my dad, and football's always been a big part of my life. And when I lost my dad to cancer in 2007, my connection to the sport deepened, and I've since dedicated my research to improving men's health. In Australia, men have a lower life expectancy and experience higher rates of a range of chronic diseases in comparison to women. They're also less likely to engage with health services and in health promotion initiatives. And one of the things that we know is that there are very few initiatives that are actually designed to specifically target men. Active Breed is a 12-week men's health program, co-developed by Western, the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs and the South Western Sydney Primary Health Network. Together with a range of community partners, we're engaging men in weekly physical activity and education sessions in the inner sanctum of Belmore Sports Ground. The program was co-created from inception to implementation, and it was the collaborative approach that we've used that's made the program so successful. Active Breed doesn't enforce strict diets or exercise regimes. Instead, we focus on small, sustainable changes to health behaviours to make sure that men can actually continue their progress beyond the scope of the program. We showed them how to do full body workouts at home with no equipment so they can work out while they're watching The Bachelor, and they've got no excuse. We showed them how to make healthy chia puddings that they can have for breakfast and snacks. And even though they screwed their noses up and were very reluctant to try them at the beginning, once they did, they actually liked them. And we've got Twitter evidence to prove that they're making them at home, which is fantastic. But what makes Active Breed really special and what makes it stand out from other men's health programs is this. We're using football as a platform to start important conversations about mental health, depression, and looking out for your mates, about gender equality and the important role that men can play in preventing violence against women and building a culture of respect. The 21 incredible men who went through our first group in 2018, who you can see in week 1 and week 12 up on our slide here, lost an average of 3 kilos per person and 6.5 centimetres around their waist in just 12 weeks. We're also currently conducting focus groups and interviews with our men, their partners and their children to find out whether the program has had a broader impact on families. And what we've found as a direct result of the Active Breed program is that these men are now engaging in more physical activity on their own, but also with their kids. These men are taking twice as long to do their grocery shopping because now they actually understand how to read a nutrition panel and they know what to look for and they can make healthier choices. Their confidence, their moods, their relationships with their family and friends have all improved, and that's a direct result of their involvement in this program. As a result of the Active Breed program, I've been invited to join the Bankstown Local Health Council to share my insights into men's health and health promotion in the region. Our program has been mentioned in New South Wales State Parliament as an exemplar for men's health research in sport. There have been countless opportunities for professional development for undergraduate and HDR students, and the program's had a profound impact on me personally. Active Breed is going to be continued to roll out next year. So in 2019, we're going to be rolling this program out on a much larger scale. We're going to be reaching more men across and beyond the Greater Western Sydney region. The video that captures the Active Breed program has been screened on the big screen at ANZ Stadium in front of thousands of football fans. It's been shown at the Bulldogs end of year presentation night and at the university's recent Town and Gown Gala. What this is doing is it's sharing our participants' journeys. It's breaking down the stigma associated with men's health and it's starting conversations. So together we're all tackling men's health. In the future, we're also going to be looking at rolling this out as a program designed specifically for women. We're not going to call it Active Breed because that would be a bit weird, but we are going to be looking at rolling out something similar. And we're also going to be looking at ways that we can target younger men to try and engage them with a real focus on mental health and violence prevention. I'm so proud of this partnership, of this program, and of these incredible men who put their faith in us and joined up to a program that they knew nothing about. We're so proud of the impact that it's had on families, and the depth of the impact and level of engagement that we've seen through this program just exceeded all of our expectations, which has been amazing. I'm very proud to be here today, and I'm proud to see where Active Breed can take us next and just how far this impact can reach. Thank you.